Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, just recently, Jonathan Majors has made the headlines once again. So, everything, I guess, that could be going wrong has been going wrong left and right. They are pulling commercials from whenever he was in the army. They are allegedly either thinking about replacing him or have already put it in the motions to replace him in his role as Kang with Damson Idris, and women are coming forward allegedly left and right to Me Too him into oblivion. Now, he swore up and down that those text messages were going to clear his name and make him seem more innocent, and a lot of people were questioning his lawyer as to why in the world she released those text messages knowing what they said and that they could and would make him look actually quite guilty. Some people were even joking, saying, does this woman even want him to be exonerated? Clearly she does not. Clearly she must hate him, because that was not a good idea if, the idea was proving his innocence, because those text messages did not. Now, I don't think her releasing the text messages were so much of a bad idea as it was them trying to get ahead of the publicity, so to speak. They already knew at some point in time they were going to come out, so they decided to release them, is what I think, allegedly, before anybody else could, to kind of reduce the damage. Nonetheless, the damage was not reduced, and he still looks pretty bad, according to these text messages. Now, people have also sworn up and down that this young woman recanted her story. Now, there's no actual proof that she actually recanted her story. I think they were just running with that because he said he could prove his innocence from the text messages we've been talking about, but I don't actually remember any solid proof of her recanting her story. And let's not forget, just because somebody recants their story does not mean they were lying. I don't know why people have gotten confused. We've seen this a plethora of times with, people who are celebrities. Nobody recanting their story means that, they were lying. This probably means they were trying to backtrack because they realized that telling the truth might cost them more than keeping silent. Now, if I'm not mistaken, whenever she first called the police, she did not press charges against him because she didn't want him to go to jail, etc., whatever. At least that's what it seems like from the notorious messages that we've been seeing. And I have no doubt in my mind that some people do not care about this woman, and they probably think, well, if you called the police and decided not to press charges, then why is this still happening? Because they just care about Jonathan Majors. That's all they care about. Although some states have it set up to where even if you choose not to press charges, they will press charges in your behalf. And the reason why they do that is because in the past, there have been some women who have been so manipulated and, abused by some of these men out here. They keep going back to these men, and people love to mock them, but in their situation, everybody would do the same. Let's be honest, okay? Don't mock anybody in a situation you haven't found yourself in, because that makes you prime candidate number one to reap those consequences. But anyways, a lot of those women are under heavy manipulation, brainwashing, control. Let's just be honest. Now, some of them just be making bad decisions. That's true too. But they go back to these men, and a lot of them end up unalived. So the state basically says, I don't care if you don't want to press charges. What y'all are not going to do is be beating each other up, unaliving people, going back because you clearly don't have, you're not in the right frame of mind to make the right decision. So they press charges in the woman's behalf so that these women won't be unalived, going back to their abusive partners and whatnot. More than likely, this is what happened allegedly, and this is why this is happening as of now. Like I said, people have been coming out of the woodwork talking about how he's always been like this, allegedly. Women are coming out of the woodwork, Me Tooing him, like I said before. They're still going through with this. They are taking him off of everything. His talent agency has allegedly dropped him, and it seems like it's making him look real guilty. I'll just put it that way. People have been going to bat for him, and I done said this 1,000 times. I do not put on a cape for these celebrities, because when it comes out that they're guilty of everything they've been accused of and then some, it's gonna make everybody who was supporting them for no real good reason, because y'all don't know these people, look really bad. I'm the type of person who likes to maintain a neutral position, like I've been saying, until things come out, more evidence comes out. And like I said, it seems like allegedly he's looking real guilty right now. And like I said before, some of these people are just so caught up in the celebrity hood of it all, if you get my drift, that they really don't care about this woman that possibly could have been battered by him, allegedly. They just care about Jonathan Majors and his career. But if it's true that he did do this to her, then he needs to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I don't care who he is. Okay, if he did do it, then they need to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? To add the icing on top of the cake, which is sarcasm if you didn't notice, Tiffany Haddish, of all people, came out and tried to support Johnathan Majors despite all of the allegations and what's been going on. And some people were saying, well, she has the right to support him. Hey, she's just trying to have his back, etc. Maybe they're friends or whatever. But sometimes people just need to I don't mean to be rude, but keep their mouth shut, okay? Now, I don't know why she, of all people, had the audacity to come onto the internet and put in her 2 cents, but after those allegations with the kids, her and Aries Spears, which, only happened a couple of months ago, y'all, hasn't really been that long ago. It's still pretty fresh. People have not forgotten, and she still needs to be laying low, so to speak, and not getting herself into any more trouble. Like I said, I don't know why she would come out and say anything, especially, now. And it makes her look bad because, a lot of women are saying, okay, this is a woman that has possibly been assaulted by this man. And instead of, taking the side of the woman, because you are a woman, you took the side of the possible assaulter. Now, I'm not saying that she should just take the side of the woman just because, she's a woman despite anything. But if we've seen all this coming out and, it's all pointing to him, you know what I'm saying? And then you choose to still support him, especially like I said, after you have just gotten out of a very sticky situation where you just got done crying about how you lost everything because you were literally a person who downplayed another person's assault, allegedly, another person's alleged trauma and pain. And I have to say allegedly, like people were dragging her all up and down the social media streets because they were saying this stuff happened with these kids in your care. You were partially responsible for them and you downplayed it. And now it seems like she's downplaying another person, and a woman at that. Like the thought ever crossed your mind that he could be the one in the wrong, allegedly. That's why it was just completely unwise and unintelligent for her to say anything at all. You can say, oh, but she can say what she wants to. Like I said, if she wants to be smart, she can be quiet. How about that? If she was smart, she would have been quiet, like I said. But anyways, I feel like this situation has exposed some very deep issues, particularly with the Black community, and not just the Black community, but really society in general. When it comes to the stardom of these celebrities, people wanting to believe them over other people. Like, this could have been anybody in this situation. Like, I really want people to think about this. This could have been your daughter, your sister, your mother, anybody. How would anybody like it for somebody who you care about to be caught up in a situation with a celebrity, and everybody believes the celebrity and call you all kinds of this and that because it's the celebrity? They don't even know this person, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't even acknowledge this woman as his girlfriend whenever this first came out. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel down in the comments below respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day.